down in the comment box here. And as many of you can switch your videos on, you are most welcome to do so. I request you that जितने भी लोग अपना वीडियो ऑन रखें उतना अच्छा है, और इस पूरे कोर्स में ऐसा हो तो हमें बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. This cannot be a compulsion, of course, because people have limited data and sometimes signal penetration. But we prefer and we encourage that when participants join the Google Meet, then they keep their videos on, all of them. So in this short inaugural address with you all, I would at the very outset like to thank and welcome your course coordinator, Dr. Arshad Hussain. Let me introduce him here as one faculty member who has been behind the success of these hugely successful SRCs in environmental studies that the UGC MMTTC, erstwhile HRDC, and originally Academic Staff College has been organizing. Dr. Arshad Hussain is a faculty member, a senior faculty member here at the Aligarh Muslim University in the civil engineering section of the University Polytechnic. He happens to have his PhD in the area of environmental studies, and Dr. Arshad's work is valued in India and abroad. He keeps traveling. He's prolific with the collaborations and networking. Also, Dr. Arshad has contributed to the existing body of literature on environmental studies by his deeply insightful publications, his papers, his chapters and books, etc. Dr. Arshad is not just somebody who talks, he's also somebody who walks the talk. I greatly admire his work at the NSS office of the AMU, of which he is the whole soul program coordinator. We have several units of 100 students each in AMU, one specifically for the girl students, several more for the boys. And he has a very vibrant NSS program, along with values like national integration, peaceful coexistence, etc. He is also focusing quite a lot on cleanliness, hygiene, and environment protection. So this course, my dear participants, is going to be a very holistic experience for you. We will not just share with you research findings and textbook material from the resource persons. We will also try to make this course proactive by encouraging discussions from you, and also by active participation in terms of your evaluation exercises that we have given you. And shortly I will discuss all that with you. So Dr. Arshad, I will first request you to address the participants and to discuss the rubrics of training in this course, because this happens to be a multidisciplinary course. We can see there are participants here from all walks of life. We will discuss the participant list later. And Dr. Arshad has been taking great care and has been very painfully organizing your lectures, and he has coordinated with very eminent resource persons. So I will first request Dr. Arshad to kindly discuss the timetable and to apprise the participants of the training rubrics and the methodology. Not to say that this is the first and the last time that he is doing this. In the entire duration of this course, he will be closely involved with you. Probably he'll be that one person whom you will be seeing every day in every session. And I have experience of him being a very cooperative, kind, and responsive coordinator for the participants. So it's over to you, Dr. Arshad Hussain, coordinator SRC, Environmental Studies, UGC, MMTTC, AMU.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay. All of you are requested
Good
to please
morning,
mute your mics.
sir.
Good morning to everyone. Please mute your mic so that
Good morning, sir. Good
I
morning.
may be audible to all of you and you may be able to listen what I want to say to you, talk to you. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Faiza Abbasi once again for having reposed confidence in me and giving me the opportunity once again to be act as a course coordinator of this important refresher course, subject refresher course in environmental studies. Uh, because of the importance of the course uh, in our lives, the environment is playing a very important role. And in this environment, all of us are living, all of us are breathing, all of us are drinking water from the resources that are available on earth, and all other aspects of the ecosystem components the nature has given us, the God has given us. We are enjoying them to the fullest. So, apart from just doing or attending a refresher course, attending it with an interest, because I want to tell you that this course will be an interesting course also. You will be getting awareness, learning new aspects and new things about environmental studies, environmental science, and environmental engineering. So, as Dr. Pfizer just mentioned, that it is a multidisciplinary course. The teachers from all sorts of subjects, not only science or engineering, arts, humanities, social science, whatever discipline we may think of, are joined this course from different parts of the country. And I would like to welcome all of you to this subject refresher course. And during the course of about 2 weeks of this refresher course, I'll be available to you throughout the course of this duration of this course, and we will be discussing various aspects of environmental science and studies. Now, when I was trying to contact the different resource persons who would be engaging with you the lectures or their presentations day after day, from today, that is 17th of September till 30th of September, the last day of the course, you'll find that these resource persons will be from diversified say subjects within the environmental studies uh, framework. And as Dr. Pfizer had correctly said, that you'll get a holistic approach or holistic view of the environment as a whole from the subject experts, which I have picked up not only from Aligarh Muslim University but other universities within India as well as from abroad. So you will find the lectures, you'll find the talks interesting. You will understand at the end of the course, I hope, get a knowledge about how the environment works, how the different scientific aspects of environmental science that are related to us, our well being, our health, and how this will help you in not only understanding and helping yourself, starting from yourself, to contribute for conservation of the environment, but at the same time, you will act as a master trainer yourself, spreading the awareness in your college, in your university, in your city, around your surroundings, within your friends and relatives about these aspects, about the new things that you learn during the duration of this course. So, I formally welcome all of you to this course, and together we'll make this course an interactive one, interactive from both the sides, from our side as the organizers of the course, myself being the course coordinator, with the academic staff college, and yourself as the people, the stakeholders who learn new things, get awareness about environmental studies by attending this course. Apart from getting a successful certification at the end of completion of the course. So, the course, there will be three lectures per day. Three resource persons will be joining you. As you have already got the timetable, the first lecture will start at 9 o'clock in the morning. It will end at 10:30, 90 minutes duration. Then there will be a 15 minutes break. And the second session will start at 10:45, will be ending at 12:15 p.m. Again, a 15 minutes duration. A third lecture will be there from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then in the afternoon session, you will have different say things to do. Starting from today, you will be uh, knowing the host institution, you will knowing the Aligarh Muslim University, and we'll be playing a centenary address when the university was celebrating its centenary. The Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has addressed the university academia, and in that address, he has mentioned Aligarh Muslim University to be mini India. Why he has specifically said it? There is a reason behind it, because as India is known for its diversity, similarly in Aligarh Muslim University we have teachers and students belonging to all the states of India, comprising of all religions, all castes, all creed, gender, and everybody is living together on the campus. It may be teachers as well as students as one unit, and imparting knowledge. That is what this university has been made for. And apart from, say, education, formal education, as you all know, Aligarh Muslim University also known for its tehzeeb, for its tarbiyat, and that is in addition to the talim that we talk about. And it is also known for its hospitality. It is famous for hospitality. Before COVID-19, when the refresher courses used to happen on campus, we have a sprawling campus at Aligarh Muslim University, and you can anytime come visit. You're most welcome to do so. So the participants of the refresher courses have been staying at the hostel of the UGC Academic Staff College, as well as later on as the Human Resources Development Center, where they were taken care of by a wonderful hospitality. So this is something I just was. You'll get some information when you join this session, afternoon session from 3 to 4:30 p.m. today. Then there will be other sessions. One session will be how to use the Google Classroom, since you'll have to do a lot of activities on the Google Classroom, including submission of the attending the question answer sessions, then peer assessment, multiple choice tests, and whatever teacher assignment you are going to submit, that is ICT based micro teaching assignments. For all this, many of you might be having knowledge about the using of Google Classroom, but one resource person, Dr. Asim Zafar from the Department of Computer Science, Aligarh Muslim University, will be giving you a detailed information and informative lecture about the use of Google Classroom. So, for those who are not so much conversant about using the Google Classroom, you will get to know about it. Then on 19th, 20th, 23rd, and 24th of September, you will have evaluation of teachers' presentation. So this teachers' presentation has been a USP of the subject refresher courses ever since it has been started by the University Grants Commission. And since this online refresher courses have been started, this ICT based micro teaching assignments, you have to make, every participant has to make a presentation of about 5 to 7 minutes on a topic of your own choice, and the same will be evaluated by experts for assessing your teaching skills. So this is something that you will be uploading on the Google Classroom, and the resource person will be evaluating from there itself and will be awarding you 20 marks out of those teaching skills assignment. Then there will be, previously we used to have one multiple choice tests, but now we are having two multiple choice tests in the revised format. The first choice test, as shown in your timetable, will be held on 26th of September from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. and it will be based on the topics covered in the subject refresher course by the various resource persons. The test will be held under examination conditions, and there will be questions on the Google form that will be before you. The link will be provided to you. As soon as you open the link, you will be given 45 minutes to answer 30 multiple choice questions, and these multiple choice tests will be evaluated again out of 30 marks. There will be again a second multiple choice test on 28th of September 2024, again from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m., in which the test will be based on your general understanding of National Education Policy 2020. So all of you are aware of the different aspects of national education policy. The Government of India and the University Grants Commission, Education Ministry, laying a lot of emphasis on the application and implementation of national education policy. So you should be able to answer the questions related to the understanding, basic understanding of the national education policy, its salient features, what the government wants us from this national education policy, and so on. So again, there will be a multiple choice test comprising of 30 questions, and you have to submit it within 45 minutes duration, again comprising of 30 marks. And there will be a 20 marks allocation for your overall response for the entire duration of this course, including your punctuality. Now, here in the online course, punctuality means that you have to be present during the entire duration of the lectures or the sessions that will be held on this Google Meet platform. Your regularity, your initiative, your conduct, and responsiveness. As I had told you, that it has to be a both way responses. You are encouraged to ask questions from the resource persons, and it shows your inquisitiveness, shows that you are having an interest in the subject, you are understanding the subject, and only then you will be able to gain something from the course. Getting certificate is one part, but understanding the subject, getting awareness, and getting knowledge from it is another. So it will depend on your interest. The resource persons will be giving the lectures according to their best of knowledge and expertise, and you will be gaining awareness and knowledge only if you listen to them carefully, understand them, and if you have any queries, you ask questions from them, and then you raise your knowledge on the subject of environmental studies. Then, on the basis of all these marks, uh, from these four components of evaluation that I just told you, we'll be doing a grading. And this is the grading that has been established by the University Grants Commission. Uh, a person or a participant will get grade A plus if he or she scores 85% or above marks. Then grade A to those participants scoring from 70% to less than or equal to 84% marks. Grade B to the participants scoring 60% at least to less than or equal to 69%. And grade C 50% to 59%. And grade F below 49%. So I hope and pray that none of the participant will get grade F, because those participants who get F grade are required to repeat the program, and they will be considered to not passing the this program. And you cannot repeat until a gap of 1 year, and again this will be without any financial commitment on the part of uh, UGC MMTTC. You know the full form of MMTTC, Madan Mohan Malviya Teachers Training Center. So all the classes will be held on Google Meet platform in an interactive mode, and the coordinator as well as the resource persons, the evaluators who will be evaluating your teacher's presentation, they will be added as the co-teacher on the Google Classroom platform, and you have to fulfill all the requirements of the course. As far as the different lectures in this course are concerned, uh, I hope you've already got the timetable where you can see the names of the different resource persons with the topics that they will be discussing with you, sharing with you. And these are very much diversified. If I name a few resource persons, for example, Professor Anwar Khurshid will join us from King Saud University, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Previously, he was a professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, again belonging to the field of environment, science, and engineering. So he will be joining us from Saudi Arabia, and will be discussing with you the various aspects of environmental studies. Again, there is a one resource person, Mr. Saurabh Manuja. He's a technical lead head from IPE Global Limited, New Delhi, who has worked a lot in the field of solid waste management. So he's a person to look up to. We'll be discussing with the latest technological details about how to deal with, how to manage the solid waste, which is a major problem nowadays in big cities, in metropolitan cities. Then again, we'll be having a lecture from Professor Mohammad Rihan, who was previously professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering in Aligarh Muslim University. Now he has been appointed as the Director General of National Institute of Solar Energy in New Delhi, a very prestigious position, where he is working for the betterment of the improvement of solar panels and reduction of the cost of solar panels. At the same time, uh, this is a matter of great proud and privilege for us at Aligarh Muslim University that he has been selected as the Director General of National Institute of Solar Energy by the Government of India. So you'll gain a lot from what he will information will be giving to you and discussing with you. Then we have Dr. Ehtaram Raza Khan from Jamia Hamdard University, again an artificial intelligence AI ICT based expert, and who will be talking with you a lot about the applications of artificial intelligence in environmental science and engineering, a new concept, a new idea that is gaining ground not only in India but globally. Then Dr. Abid Ali Khan, an expert from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. He'll be talking to you about the new technology which is being used in for the wastewater treatment in India and globally. Then Professor Farhan Fazli, a senior professor in the Department of Architecture, talking about the effects of pollution on our architectural buildings, on our buildings which are matter of pride for us, like Taj Mahal and other buildings getting affected by pollution, how we can protect them, how to conserve them. Then Professor Sayyid Ziaur Rahman, a senior professor from Department of Pharmacology in Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, would be talking to you about the medicines, their use, and the effect these medicines, when they find their way into the environment, is causing problems for our human health, the effect on it. We will be having another interactive session with Professor Siraj Ahmed, again from Jamia Millia Islamia, and Professor Siraj will be talking to you about the various aspects of say pollution and the SDG goals, the Sustainable Development Goals that we have to follow as a nation, and we have been a signatory to the different international conventions about environmental conservation and protection, and similarly the conservation of biodiversity that is an important part of the environmental studies and is important for the conservation of environment. Professor Asadullah Khan from the Department of Biotechnology is a known international scientist who has been working for the in the field of antimicrobial resistance. Uh, there have been diseases, some of the bacterial diseases. The bacteria are now becoming resistant to the known drugs, the antibiotics. So this is becoming a major problem for the scientists, for the doctors community, and how to deal with it. So he's have done a lot of research. He's an international expert. You will gain a lot from him. Dr. Ali Jafar Abedi, again from the Department of Community Medicine in Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, will be talking about the general cleanliness, maintenance of health and hygiene, that is important for the prevention of diseases, as we had seen in during the COVID-19 pandemic, the various aspects of social distancing, the importance of hand washing, and the importance of say maintaining health and hygiene. So he would be discussing with you these aspects. Uh, there will be one lecture from Dr. Fazlur Rahman from Department of Anatomy, Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, and he will be talking to you about the effect of various types of pollutants. Some of them are carcinogenic in nature, cancer causing. These are some organic and inorganic pollutants, persistent organic pollutants, and chemical pesticides and other emerging pollutants which are having health effects, negative effects on causing diseases in the human beings, in the different say organs of our body, the respiratory system, the circulatory system, and our maybe nervous system. Then Dr. Saleha Jamal from the Department of Geography will be talking about the environmental effects of pollution on climate change, how this climate change is taking place, and what effect is having on the human beings. Professor Masrur Alam uh, is an expert on geology. We'll be talking about the geological aspects of environmental pollution. Then Professor Izarul Faruqi, he's an expert in environmental engineering. We'll be talking about the engineered systems that have been designed for wastewater treatment as well as air pollution control in industries and elsewhere. Uh, Professor Satish Kumar will be talking about the conservation of biodiversity. He's from the Department of Wildlife Sciences. And Professor Akram Javed from Department of Geology again will be talking about new aspects of water conservation and treatment. So you can see that there is an amalgamation of the experts from the medical field, from engineering background, from sciences and social sciences, uh, and other fields. So, as you know, that environmental studies is a subject that we need to have a knowledge from all these diversified fields of knowledge. And for that, I've tried to make this amalgamation of the resource persons from these diversified fields so that you can gain maximum and get a holistic knowledge about what environmental studies is and how important it is for the scientific community, for educated community, for teachers like us to have a first-hand knowledge about the environmental studies, the how environmental systems and the ecosystem of Earth and its various components, they are having an effect on all life forms on the life that is existing on the earth. Not only human beings, but plants, animals, and even single cell bacteria. They are important for the biodiversity conservation on earth. And again, all of these aspects are important for us. And I hope that all of you will find this refresher course, the subject refresher course, to be interesting, engrossing, and something that you will not get bored of, but you will get interest in every lecture, in every part, every minute and second of the things that will be shared with you. And as a course coordinator, I will be there for you all the time during the duration of the lectures, as well as during the entire duration of this course. You can contact me. My phone number is written there on the timetable. You can contact me anytime on WhatsApp, over phone, or you can email me. I'll be available to you. And if you have any query, along with Dr. Faiza Abbasi and the other supporting staff at the UGC MMTTC, I'll be there with you to help you. So that was all I want to uh, give a briefing to you. Now over to Dr. Faiza. You want to say something?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Arshad. Very efficiently summarized, not just prepared, but also summarized timetable by you. I think all the topics that have been included are very relevant to the theme of the course, highlighting the role that higher education teachers uh, in universities and colleges can play, regardless of what subject they teach, what discipline they belong to, and in what area of research they are contributing their efforts towards innovation, towards research, towards new finding. We have been listening all the more about the need to break silos in the wake of the national education policy, all the more about integrated learning where a fusion of knowledge is accommodated so that complex problems can be addressed with innovative solutions. So this happens to be an interdisciplinary team of resource persons. As you can see, Dr. Arshad has invited people from geology, people from engineering, people from medical college, people from wildlife sciences, and many disciplines. And we hope that whatever you learn from this course is integrated with whatever you are teaching and whatever research you're conducting. And you can come up with innovative steps for the solutions to environmental problems. So thank you so much, Dr. Arshad. And as I have said already, that the participants will be seeing maximum of you during this course, and the participants will heavily rely on you for the execution and for their comfortable pursuance of this course. So I would like to now request everybody to check out these guidelines. I hope if you are on the WhatsApp group, then you have received these guidelines. Participants, can somebody confirm?
Yes, yes,
Yes, ma'am.
no, no, yes,
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 madam.
ma'am.
We
yes,
have got
yes,
it
yes,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
WhatsApp group.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
We received.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we have seen that.
Yes, ma'am. We have already gone through.
okay. So as
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
all right, so let us now discuss the guidelines one by one. I welcome you to the UGC MMTTC of the Aligarh Muslim University. I am very humbly stating here that because of the love and affection of participants like you all over the country, we enjoy huge popularity, and because of the dedication and commitment of coordinators and resource persons like Dr. Arshad Hussain. Our courses are hugely effective and impactful, and that is why we are in number 2 HRDC according to committee survey for the period 2019 to 2024. And we missed the number 1 position only by a slight margin of 0.02. So thank you for coming here. And you have come to a university that has a first generation academic staff college. We were founded in 1987, and since then we have stood for the values of peaceful coexistence, of nation building, and of the need for a scholarly reflection of a teacher, for the artistic and holistic development of a teacher, and for a multidisciplinary perspective building of a teacher. As you know, my dear participants, we are one of India's top 10 higher education institutions. We were established as a college in 1877, and today we are a university of more than 104 years of historical functioning. We were upgraded to a university in 1920. Any surveys of higher education, any ranking, any accreditation exercises have always given us a high rank. So participants, your timetable has been uploaded on your WhatsApp group and also on the Google Classroom. So let me tell you that it is compulsory for everyone to join the Google Classroom. So please make sure that so far, if you have not, then you must join the Google Classroom, because we will be using it for uploading your assignments, and we will be using it for evaluating your assignments. Attendance is 100% compulsory in all the sessions. There is absolutely no provision of any leave. Now, you don't need to say a good morning in the comment box, or you don't need to press the present now button here in the third button from the bottom left corner. All you need to do is join on time and stay until the session is concluded, because we are using an enterprise version, and in this version, it is possible for us to take your data, of attendance, and to know when you have joined and when you have left the class. So don't try to give your attendance. There will be no roll call. We get your data. Suppose for some reason you have to be away for one session or for one day on some other official duty, you can apply for 1 day off only if you have also informed your head of the institution, that is your principal, your HOD, your registrar. You've also informed him, and you have also enclosed one invitation letter or notice that requires you to be somewhere else on official duty. And then you may write an application, email it to me, to my office, and we will see. Now, participants, let us look at your evaluation. Dr. Arshad has also spoken to you about the evaluation component. The first is the ICT-based micro-teaching assignment. This assignment will be created on Google Classroom. All you need to do is you log in to the Google Classroom. Every participant should make a 5 to 7 minutes video presentation, which is a micro-teaching presentation, which you can make on any topic of your choice. Any topic of your choice, and each participant will make a presentation of 5 to 7 minutes. There should be a little bit of your own. There should be a little bit of your PowerPoint presentation. If you're making one, you can also include some classroom, blackboard, and whiteboard, chalk, and marker type of teaching, as you wish. Just make sure that the video is clear, and just make sure that you are able to submit it on time, because if, according to the date created on the Google Classroom, if you do not submit your assignment on time, automatically it will remove your assignment to the status of late submission. And that might have, so the evaluators will be added to the classroom, and they will see your presentations, and you will be evaluated for your teaching skills, for your pedagogical skills, for your presentation skills, content creation. And as you know, these days, because of online lectures and because of online courses, e-content, MOOCs, video-based learning, this is the need of the hour. Later, if you are satisfied, then you can also put your video lecture on your YouTube, and in your Google Classroom handle for the assignment, you can even give us the link to your YouTube channel. It's perfectly all right. If the video file is big enough and it is not being uploaded there, you are most welcome to create your own YouTube channel. I know by now most of you would be having your own YouTube channel, so please do that. You are most welcome to do that. You can upload it on YouTube and you can post the YouTube link to us. Next is the first multiple choice question. In this, your knowledge that has been gained during the course of this subject refresher program will be assessed. Whatever lectures have been delivered, whatever reading material has been shared, will be assessed. Dr. Arshad Hussain will make a 30 marks MCQ. That means 30 questions, 1 mark for each question. No negative marking. No negative marking. Okay? But questions will be based on the content that has been shared with you during the classrooms. Now for this, we will share the PowerPoint presentations if the resource persons share it with us. But please be assured that all the video recordings of all the sessions will be uploaded on a Google Drive, and the Google Drive link will be shared with you on the Google Classroom. So because of network connectivity, etc., if you are somebody is telling me that audio is not clear, it is getting interrupted. Is it in your case, Sukanya madam, or is it the problem is being faced by
No,
everyone?
No, ma'am, your voice is breaking up.
Everyone, ma'am.
there is a slight problem, but we can understand what you're saying.
Ma'am, fine,
It's breaking, but we can understand what you're saying.
Ma'am, sometimes we are missing few words.
Please continue. Please go ahead.
Please continue, ma'am. We are listening you.
Okay. All right. Next is your third multiple choice question. That is going to be based on your understanding of the National Education Policy 2020. I will talk to you about this. I want to add an additional additional feature to this course, because the National Education Policy is here to bring such transformational and such paradigm changes in the area of higher education. So by now you would all have been aware of the National Education Policy by how it is being implemented, but you also need to know the implications of how the policy is going to change higher education and the regulatory changes that it is going to bring. So the third MCQ will be based on this, and you are requested to come with your understanding of the National Education Policy. Come with your understanding. Finally, there is overall response, as Dr. Ashad has said, that this carries 20 marks, but here uh, you will be assessed for your punctuality, for your regularity, for your initiative taking, and for your conduct. So participants, the first 3 sessions every day up to 2 o'clock will be for these one-way lectures. You will be meeting a resource person
Ma'am, your voice to another on audible.
Ma'am, you are not audible, ma'am.
Not audible, ma'am.
You are not audible, ma'am.
Not audible, ma'am.
Your screen also hang, ma'am.
If something is going wrong, ma'am.
We are not able to listen you, ma'am. You are not audible.
I think there is some network issue at Dr. Pfizer's end. They're working on it. Don't worry, soon we'll be having connectivity again, and you will be able to hear what she wants to talk to you. Actually, it is the same thing that I told you about the evaluation process. She's telling you the same things about the 4 components of evaluation on the basis of which you will get the say grades. So just wait for a few minutes. Hold on. Till then, the connectivity is again established, and she'll be talking to you again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay, no, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had lost my connection, but I think everybody else is here, right? So let me pick up from where we left. What I wanted to say is that participants, the after lunch sessions are for you to engage in active and participative learning. In these sessions, we do not have any resource persons in a way that they sit and they talk to you and then they deliver one more lecture and then they make one more PowerPoint presentation. Enough of 3 sessions for this one day. So every day after lunch, when you are back to the course, you are here for active and for participative two-way learning. Say, for example, today, of course, we will be running the address of the Prime Minister that was delivered here when we had the uh, AMU centenary back in 2020. From tomorrow onwards, these afternoon sessions are for you to do your own thing and to get back to us. So evaluation of teachers' presentation doesn't mean that there will be some, link. You will all be here and there will be some evaluator who will listen to you speak and everybody else will listen to you speak. What we will do is give you time to make your video presentation. Do your content search, to set up your studio, to see how to edit your video, to record your video, then to come back to edit it. You need at least 4 to 6 hours to do this. To make a 5 to 7 minutes video, a teacher, if he or she is serious about teaching, needs at least 5 to 6 minutes. So the video also needs to have a caption, of your name and your topic and the occasion and the date, and then it can have a closing slide, and while you are speaking, it can also have some important points. So that's how you edit your video. In the FIP, we teach OBS and we teach various e-content development software. I am sure most of you would have done it. Make good use of it for creating your best video content. And that is why this is on a subject or topic of your choice. This is not on environmental studies, or this is not on what you are learning here. Why this is just micro teaching, and this is essentially ICT based micro teaching? Because we want you to bring out your best teaching video. We want that video to be useful for your students also in future. And if you need any feedback from the evaluators, as per the quality of the video, then you can also take that feedback from the evaluators and make it better, improve it, and then upload it. It will be there forever on YouTube. It will be there forever. So we are giving you enough time to do that. Peer assessment is again very important. Why we are doing peer assessment? Because we consider this to be not just a group of children or students. We consider this to be a group of adults who can be very useful to each other in a productive network. So when you are here in the class, you're not just here to listen to what the resource person is saying. You are also here to engage in active discussion, to know each other, to reach across to each other. And then when you do this, you form an opinion. So peer assessment is that exercise in which we give you time to talk, talk to each other, and based on that, give marks to each other, evaluate each other. So Avinash Chandji, he gives marks to Nisha Madam, Dr. Amit Kumar, Dr. Pragya, Dr. Rekha, Dr. Chaitali, Dr. Vaji Ashraf, Dr. Sadaf Nasir. He gives marks to everyone. And in turn, he gets marks from everyone. So on the one hand, you are marking everyone, and on the other hand, everyone is marking you. So look at the impact of attention from one to the other. It's going to be massive in this exercise. And then we will have your 2 multiple choice tests, and finally we will be having your feedback session. Of course, Dr. Arshad and I will be very happy to listen to you. We will listen to you in the valedictory session, but we will give you a feedback form, and then we will analyze that form. And we will analyze that form. And on the basis of that analysis, I and Dr. Arshad and our team will very humbly make efforts to improve the course, because we realize that there might be some oversight, there might be some error, there might be something new that we have not incorporated. And we will certainly benefit from your feedback, from your opinion. So participants, that's all that I had to say. If there is anything that you want to ask me, you can ask me. I will make 2 final requests. I'm requesting you to be punctual, to be regular, to be unmuted at all times. If you have to speak, raise your hand first. And also that if you don't have to speak, then don't raise your hand. Right? If possible, keep your videos on as much as possible, for as long as it's okay for you. If not, be attentive. The resource persons can ask you a question. Also, please make sure that from the bottom left corner of your screen, The fourth button is the button of present now. Now, present now is not for your attendance. It is not for saying present sir, present ma'am. Okay. This is for presenting your screen. No participant is allowed to present the screen in the entire duration of the course. This is to be used only by the resource person or the technical team, Mr. Mazhar, for making the screen of the resource person visible to all of you. Please don't ever press the present now. Sometimes what happens is some participants are leaving the class by keeping their login, and they think that this will register their presence. So to press the present now button and they go. So their screen is disturbing our screen. We keep calling them, sir, please switch off. Twice, thrice we call them. They don't listen because they're not there. We have to remove them from the class, and then for that day they don't get the attendance. Your relieving certificate at the end of the course, when you have completed all your assignments, we will give you the relieving certificate on day 1, but we will take a couple of more days in giving you the certificates because we need to evaluate tabulate your marks, and we also need to give you grades. A, B, C, as Dr. Arshad said, and as he prayed, that I pray that nobody gets a grade C or a grade F. One more request that I want to make to you is that as we have included one evaluation on the national education policy, we have also introduced 8 days online short-term courses on national education policy by the UGC. They carry equal marks for a short-term course in the CAS, in the Career Advancement Scheme. You are all requested to enroll for the National Education Policy Orientation Sensitization Program that we are going to have from 7th of October. For this program, you do not need any registration fees, and you also do not need any relieving or NOC from your employer. All you need is one nomination letter to make sure that you are working in some institution, that you're not a random person, that you are a higher education faculty. So I'm requesting, right now I can see 147 logins. Congratulations, Arshad Bhai, you have 144 participants in a course where we had so many requests that we had to reject so many. And if we allowed, we could have had at least 500 participants.
Yeah.
So this
That's
is
true.
certainly a tribute to the wonderful course coordination that Dr. Arshad Hussain does. And this is not just this year. It happens every year.
Thank you. Thank you.
So congratulations. So what I'm saying here is that 144 participants here are enrolled in the Environmental Studies SRC. 144 participants should also enroll in the National Education Policy upcoming orientation sensitization program that we are going to have from the 7th of October. In 5 minutes, Mr. Mazhar Haider Zaidi will post you the link, the portal link for enrolling for this course, and we hope that you will be able to, after that, this is because you can't be enrolled in 2 courses at the same time. So after the completion of this course, you can join that one, which is starting from 7th of October. Thank you so much, participants. It was wonderful speaking to you. Thank you so much, Dr. Arshad Hussain, for your time. Our keynote speaker for the inaugural address, Professor Wazahat Hussain, is here, a veteran, legendary teacher of the Aligarh Muslim University. He will be formally introduced to you by Dr. Arshad Hussain. But let me say one thing. He has been my teacher. And when he taught me in masters 29 years ago, that was his last year as professor in the Department of Botany. So 29 years since he retired, and he's yet alive, he's yet kicking, and he's yet active. And when he speaks to you, you will see how inspiring he is. As the Environment Committee chairperson of the Aligarh Muslim University, and many, many other credentials to him. So thank you very much. All the very best and God bless you, Dr. Arshad, for the initiation of the inaugural address in the SRC Environmental Studies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Faiza, for explaining to the participants in such a nice manner, as you always do, about the nitty-gritty of the SRC in environmental studies. As I can see that Professor Wazahat Hussain has already joined us. So I would like to give a formal introduction of Professor Wazahat Hussain. It is very difficult to give an introduction to a personality like his, जिसे कहते हैं कि सूरज को रोशनी दिखाना जैसा है, because he's a living and walking encyclopedia about the flora and fauna of wildlife science. He knows so much about the plants, the trees, the flowers, that whenever I have visited him with him to any gardens of university, like the Qila, the fort area, otherwise Sir Sayyid Park and elsewhere, he knows about each and every tree, each and every plant, the medicinal properties of the trees, what benefits as human beings we can draw from these trees. Everything he knows about these plants and trees, and he's really we are blessed to have Professor Wazahat Hussain as a senior resource person who will be addressing this inaugural session of the SRC in environmental studies. I welcome Professor Wazahat Hussain, sir. I welcome you, sir. Can you hear me? Wazahat sahab, aap
Yes, sir, hearing.
Okay.
Yes, sir, we are hearing.
So I would like to request straight away Professor Wazahat Hussain to please address the audience in the beautiful and the informative way that you always do. Professor Wazahat Hussain, please, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Dear participants of research course on environmental under the aegis of HRDC and the able guidance of Dr. Faiza Abbasi and a person who is involved in environment, Dr. Arshad Hussain as a coordinator. I welcome you all and a very, very good morning to everybody. Nowadays, the environment of our globe is under threat due to multifarious activities on human beings. Various environmental problems posing a big challenge to the existence of mankind. Global warming is one of the most burning issues of the day. As you must be knowing that due to this global warming, there is a drastic change in the climate, what we call as climatic change. Several international bodies, as well as on national level, so many conferences, so many seminars, so many deliberations amongst the experts been held, but so far with not much progress on this line, because the activities of human beings are non-stopping. I can add here one very important point, that the urbanization is the most important aspect in economy. What happened actually due to urbanization, that the vegetation, forest, and natural vegetation of the area is being cut. And on that metal road, various colonies are coming. Everybody call him as concrete forest, not forest with trees, but forest with large multi-storied buildings. There are some schools, there are some other important things, dispensaries, hospital, this and that. Along with that, they need 24-hour electric supply. Now, to get the electric supply nearby, they also construct a thermal power station. Now, that thermal power station, again adding many things for the air pollution, as well as due to that industrialization or what you call urbanization, the things are going to worse and worse and worse. I have seen, it is my own observation, or those who are very near to Aligarh, or they might have seen, there is a power. Once upon a time, there was nothing. That was a very lush green forest in Qasimpur and Sumera. Now, almost whole forest has been cut, and a very big plant of UP, that is Qasimpur Thermal Power Station, where the upper Ganges Canal is using for that, and all this is waste products are being dumped in that, causing the water pollution. So it is that really multifarious activities are going on in this planet. Now, another very important aspect which I would like to draw your attention is this. Some international bodies are involved to solve this problem. A number of international conferences were held, addressed the issue and measures to combat. But due to the greedy nature of human being, there is no much progress. I remember a very, very important quote by Mahatma Gandhi. He said, a quote, "The world has enough for everyone needs. Everyone need, but not everyone greed." He used need and then greed. It is really a eye-opener quotation or eye-opener quote from our national father or Mahatma Gandhi. We should give a very thoughtful thinking on this quote, that due to the greedy nature it has done. Now, what happened, or what is happening in all over India, that deforestation is going on. At the time of independence, it was 23.79% forest cover of our country. But what happened afterwards, after independence? Lot of colonies, lot of urbanization, lot of industrialization takes place on the expense of the deforestation. What happened that the forest cover of our country reduced to 19.35%, which is very alarming, from 24 to 19. People say, what happened? No problem if trees are not there. But don't forget that the trees or the green plant as a whole are the supplier of fresh oxygen for all over the world, for everyone, not human being, but all animals and every microorganism who respire. They need oxygen for their life. Here I may add a very important point for your kind attention is this, that our biosphere is having three aspects. One is atmosphere. which is the largest. Second one is hydrosphere, that is water. About 73 to 75% is water. And then the third one is lithosphere, which constitute only 24%, on which human population is living. But they are so, why atmosphere is so big? Because we need oxygen, we need gases. That's why nature is so generous to provide so much of oxygen. I may add here a very important biological fact that one can live without food 7 or 8 or 9 days. No death will occur. A person can live 4 or 5 or 6 days without water, without water. But a person cannot live 1.5 to 2 minutes without oxygen. That shows that how important oxygen is there. Who is providing oxygen to whole world? It is, my dear participant, it is nothing but the forest, but the green plants. And we are so cruel. We are cutting the forest, what you call deforestation, and making the roads, building, and this and that. So it is one of the most burning problems. Here I may add a very, very important quote again, which was given by the United Nations, US President. You must have heard the name of Roosevelt. He was the only president of United States who completed 4 terms, one after another, from 23 to 45. Even for 5th term it was offered, but he said that, sorry, my health is not allowing me, so I will leave for 4 years. You know what he said? I will give you in his own word. A nation, it is under quote, please note down, a nation that destroys its soil, destroy itself. Forests are the lungs of our land. He's saying forests are the lungs of our land, purifying the air and giving fresh strength to our people. What does it mean? And nowadays, it is a very common phrase all over the world, and every environmental person and environmentalists use this one. Lungs of the forest are the rainforest of Brazil. They are so vast, and you will surprise to know more than 60% oxygen is coming to that one. But again, the greedy nature of human beings involved here. They are cutting the forest of Brazil and all that area, growing cash crop. For example, coffee. And the most common or most commonly used soybean, because soybean and coffee are very important cash crops. So cutting the forest of that forest, lungs of the world means they are giving oxygen to the people. So can you imagine what a devastating effect is being emerged out by cutting the forest? That's why now it has been estimated that from 60% it has come down to 40% supply of oxygen from that part. Now there is a very important thing, because being teacher, you can convey this thing to your student so that awareness will develop. You always use a phrase, plant a tree and get oxygen free. A very, very interesting situation you can create to the mind of the student. Write tree. Remove one wing of the T from the left side, and that wing should be put in T. It become F. It means T become F. That means tree become free. Free means free oxygen. So just planting the trees, it is a very noble cause because it provides oxygen to human beings. But people are cruel about the plants. They never think that they are living beings. They consider they are dead. They are enjoying the cool shade of the tree. And at the same time, they put their hand on the branch of a tree, pluck, taking out some branches in his hand and throwing away. What does it mean? We are not we are not sympathetic to the trees. We are cruel to the trees, which is a very unfortunate aspect in the context of our present environment. So the most important point which I would like to mention again here is this, that we should develop or we should make awareness in the mind of the student about the problems of environment in and around our us. Now, the best thing to inculcate in the mind of the student is the active involvement in Van Mahotsav program. I have seen in Aligarh and other places also that just for making you on the TV screen or the print media or electronic media, your name and this and that, you are going making plantation. But after plantation, believe me, I have faced this problem here in Aligarh. Nobody bothers about the health, about the care of the trees. What happened? They are helpless. They cannot walk. They cannot cry. But they will die. Why they will die? Because no water is available. If luckily there is a monsoon period and monsoon is normal, then there are some chances that they may get water and they may grow, because water is the most essential thing for growing the plants. They can take air from the atmosphere, but from where they will get water? I think everybody knows roots are the main part of the plant which absorb water and supply to each and every part of the tree. Even at the small cell of the leaf. From there, they take carbon dioxide, make some food, and store that food in various parts of the plant. For example, you must give a very simple example to your student, that when we grow sugar cane, what is the usual process? We put the clumps of sugar cane and they will start growing. We are not putting bags of sugar in the soil. You just absorb and put in your stem. No. We are just giving water and some fertilization, and that is in the form of cow dung and so on. What they are doing right from morning till evening, they are getting carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, absorbed by the leaves. Leaf transfer, make water is there, Sunlight is there, of course. Sun plays a very important role to provide radiant energy. So, in presence of chlorophyll, that is a red, sort of the green part of the plant, which is called as chlorophyll. So chlorophyll, sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. So water is there. Sugar is formed, and that sugar is being transported from the leaf to the stem, and it starts accumulating in the base of the stem. That's why you must have observed the lowest part of the sugar cane is the sweetest of all. The top is not so, because every day sugar is formed and that is being stored in the stem. In the case of potato, sugar is changed into starch, and starch is stored in potato. I think you know potato is such an important crop all over the world, not in India. It's a major vegetable crop. Everybody use in various forms. So for what we are using? We are using it as a very good source of starch, which is really digestible. So if you give these examples to your student in a simple way, they will appreciate, they will practice it, they will communicate to other people, and that's why there will be a very good awareness to the public or to the general public of our country. And to some extent, we will be able to protect our environment. Now, another important aspect in this way, that the along with the protection of the trees, if we protect them, if we put fruit trees, for example, jamun and other things, a large number of birds will feed on it. That will provide you a very good food for the birds and other animals. So in that way, you are serving a very good cause, otherwise not. Another very important aspect which I would like to touch in the end is that the school boundaries, hospital boundaries, which is a very vast area usually, are usually barren. If we arrange or if we organize the NGOs or other social workers to plant trees, not only plant but care the trees, after about 4 or 5 years, there will be a very huge, very large trees around it, providing a very healthy, full of fresh oxygen in the school where a large number of students are studying, playing in the playground, in the hospital where a large number of patients are coming in OPD as well as in IPD and in the different wards to get fresh oxygen round about the campus. Otherwise, it will be a deserted area and fresh oxygen and will not be available to it. So if we keep all these points in my mind, in the end I can summarize the whole story, is this, that awareness is very important. Again, a very important point which comes to my mind is this, that nowadays electronic media is making a very good impact on the mind of the youngster, because they are mostly having the smartphone, TV screen, and this and that. There are some very good advertisements regarding the awareness of environment. I remember a very good example. A boy coming from the school, his father picked up from the school and taking. On the red light, he is not pushing off the car, and car continues for 4 to 5 minutes till it becomes green. The boy said to his father, "Dad, please switch off the car. If you not do, what I will get when I will be grown, I think there will be no petrol or diesel available to me." That gives a good impact on the mind of the youngster. Another very interesting thing is this, is about the conservation of conservation of water, which is also very important, which we are not considering at all. We are in the bathroom, open the tap, and water is flowing, and we are bathing, not closing it. In that, and again, a very interesting episode or interesting advertisement was there. A girl with a toothpaste and toothbrush in her hand, going to the bathroom in the morning for preparing for the class. He's half sleepy. He opened the tap, water is flowing, and she is using the brush slowly and slowly with sleepy eyes. What happened? Water is flowing, and the top floor of the building crying for water, but she is on the first or second floor getting a lot of water in the tap. So such simple advertisement on TV give a very important point of awareness in the mind of the youngster, and that is a very good impact on their mind. So if we keep all this point, I think it will bear good fruit, and we can protect to some extent our sacred environment. We can save our earth and enjoy our life. Thank you very much for the patient hearing. And at the end, I will again be thankful to Director Dr. Faiza Abbasi and Dr. Arshad Hussain as a coordinator for inviting me for this. Thank you very much once again.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
participants,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
participants,
Thank you, sir.
unmute yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please
Thank you very
mute.
much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you,
is
sir.
very informative.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
So we
sir.
will be having
Thank you, sir.
the next lecture we scheduled at 10:45 a.m.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Can we
Okay,
leave
sir.
or
Thank you so much.
if it can't? Okay, sir.
So the next session will start at 10:45. Arshad bhai,
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
already here.
Yeah. I can see her.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Please
Shall we leave or we? Okay.
take a break.
So
Participants, have tea, have coffee.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh,
we'll be starting at 10:45. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay, sir.
No problem.